How's it going? Dave from Comic Book Investments. So in this video, we're going to look at 5 keys that are heating up. And what do I mean by heating up? I mean they're going up in price. Some of these keys are actually breaking records. Yes, some people think that comic books are all going down. No, that's not true. There's comic books that are still going up, breaking records all the time. It's all over the place, right? And that's why I'm here to give you kind of like what's going on in the market. Whether if they're dropping, maybe it's a good time to buy. If they're heating up, maybe it's a good time to buy. Or maybe they're peaking and maybe you should not jump on the wave. So let's look at these 5 keys. Also at the end of this video, I like to do an update. So stay for the update. All right, first up, we got Edge of Spider-Verse number 2. A 9.4 is up 16% from the previous month's average of 587 to now the current average of 680. A 9.6, January's average was 812. Now the current average is 919. That's up 13%. And a 9.8 is up 6% from 1754 to 1862. And you look at that graph, you can see this slowly going up. So why is this going up? Well, obviously it's pretty clear. Edge of the Spider-Verse number 2, or Into the Spider-Verse number 2, the movie is coming out, and Spider-Gwen's going to play a bigger role. So that's why it's going up. Pretty easy. I think the trailer's already dropped. The movie, I think, comes out later this year. So expect this to still continue to rise for a little bit longer. Then after that, I don't know. Depends on the movie, what they do with the character. Next, we got Captain America number 100. A 5.5 is up 6% from 381 to 403. And 8.5 is up 22% from 1025 to 1250. And a 9.4 with a record price of 44.50 is up 20% from 37.20. So this book is interesting because it's actually harder to get in a higher grade because of that black cover and so much black. Usually black covers are harder to get in higher grade. So that's why you see it, possibly breaking records at the higher price because of that black cover, and it becomes a lot more rare. You can find these a lot easier in the lower grades. Next, we got Hero for Hire number 1. This is the first appearance of Luke Cage. A 7.0 is up 11% from 570 to 635, and 8.5 is up 40% from 820 to 1146, and a 9.2 is up 31% from 2198 on average to now the current average of 2880. And if you look at that graph, you can see it's just going straight up. Marvel came out and said that Daredevil is going to move into the MCU sometime. So, maybe that's Charlie Cox's character. We really don't know. So a lot of people are thinking, okay, if that's going to happen with the Daredevil Netflix series, going to move into a new TV show, could they do the same thing with Luke Cage? Next, we got Werewolf by Night number 1. A 6.0 is up 33% from 290 to 386. A 7.0 up 4% from 358 to 371. And an 8.5 is up 41% from 564 to now selling for $800. So this is an early appearance of Werewolf by Night. He first appeared in Marvel Spotlight 2 and had a little short run, I think up to 4 before Ghost Rider took over Marvel Spotlight 5. And the reason why this is heating up is because they're coming out with a Halloween special, Marvel is, and I think Werewolf by Night is pretty much going to be in that, so that's boosting this book. Next, we got New Gods number 1. A 6.0 went from $96 to $145. That is up 51%. A 9.0 went from $164 to $185, up 13%, and a 9.2 is up 21% from $290 to now averaging $350. Now, this book kind of went up and it's kind of dropped down, but it's kind of coming back again. And one of the reasons why it dropped was they were going to do a New Gods movie. That never happened. I think that's actually shelved for now, at least. And so that kind of dropped the book. But it's still a first appearance of the New Gods, Jack Kirby, all that kind of stuff. So, maybe it's kind of bottomed out. I kind of think that it has kind of bottomed out, and it should just kind of go like this for the rest of the time. All right, last one on the list. But before I do, if you haven't subscribed already and you like this stuff, please subscribe, like the little, like button at the bottom. Helps out this channel. All right, last one. It'll be an update. Basically, I want to see what happened from a previous one I did. Is it still going up or is it dropping? Let's see. Let's find out. All right, we got for the update, Journey of the Mystery Annual number 1. This is the first appearance of Hercules. So let's see what's going on with this one. It's not looking good. A 4.0 went from 454 to now 428, down 5%. A 6.0 is down 22%, and a 7.5 is down 2%, not too much, from 1602 to 1560. The problem with these types of books is they don't sell that often, so you don't have a lot of data. And another issue is that since they don't sell that often, let's say one goes into auction and no one really sees it, it could go really low. But then someone who wants the book does a buy it now and then pays like double what it went for before. That's kind of, it makes it harder for this. But also this book is dropping, I think, because there was a lot of hype with Hercules possibly coming in the MCU, and that kind of has fizzled out. Not saying he's not going to be in the MCU. It's just kind of like there's really no news going forward. We'll see. I wouldn't be surprised if this book spikes again in the future. I hope you like this kind of stuff. Have a great weekend.